gris.
Here we are, Arlington, Texas. This is the Grand Slam burger. So 2 patties, brisket, caramelized onion, American cheese, ranch aioli or ranch mayo, if you will.
Oh yeah, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
It's something that you definitely want to take a picture of and just put on the gram. I took a bite of it, but it still looks dope.
It's a burger that looks great, but also delicious.
Getting traded to Boston from Chicago. You see here the traditional jersey. I love a road jersey because it says where you're from, and this is simple, clean, and cool. And then you see this patch right here. This is from the 2013 postseason run, which was unlike anything I had ever been a part of, to punch through and hoist that trophy. Boston strong forever, baby.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
Curveball hit hard out in the left field. It's in there for a base hit. Horton may have a shot at Brock. Here comes the throw. John Worth lets it go, and he runs over 3 and they got it.
The crack of the bat.
There's a swing, and there's another drive to left. It's deep, and this one is gone. The second home run by Travel. Whitaker scores.
The roar of the crowd.
Into a mob scene, and walk-off winner.
It's unbelievable. It's magic here in this ballpark.
The love of your team.
You Tiger fans are the greatest fans of all. No question about that.
A 125-year tradition continues. This is Detroit.
The beauty of this jersey is the field, the texture, the thin, the stitching is heavy, so you kind of feel that jersey that was very heavy. Check it out, the last name and the number, they have a little glitter on them, so they kind of stack up. It just feels right. I had some really cool cleats to go with it. The way it gets dirty when you slide, it just kind of like rubs off on that glitter. It's really, really cool.
Save you thousands of dollars when you buy or refi.
Find a home loan expert to work with at mortgagematchup.com for home loan savings that'll make you smile. Powered by United Wholesale Mortgage LLC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 3038, licensed in all 50 states and the District of Columbia.
A.J. Hinch Show, a preview of today's game with Tigers manager A.J. Hinch. Brought to you by McLaren Health, official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers.
We are getting ready for a 3-game series of the Arizona Diamondbacks after a big win yesterday for the Tigers to end that series against the Toronto Blue Jays 10-4. A.J., we're going to talk all about that game until a lot of news today. And so it's a big injury, it's a trade, and it's a familiar face returning. Let's start with the big injury. Reese Olson out for the rest of the year with a shoulder injury. The Tigers have traded for Chris Paddock, and he will immediately move into the rotation. Just talk about those two transactions today.
Yeah, and it was tough news with Reese. You know, we knew after his bullpen over the weekend that things weren't right. We were getting him evaluated. We in first, and when you start talking about the length of time to come back from this type of injury, you're threatening the season. We've ruled him out for the regular season. So, you know, that was a tough blow for a team who relies on somebody like Reese so often, and he's been so good for us. And even a broken season for him. He had the little finger issue and now the shoulder issue. So we'll get him right and get him healthy and get him back into this rotation, you know, when we can, but it won't be this season. So, you know, on the flip side of that, the Paddock news is, you know, we added a pretty good starting pitcher, you know, who we feel like has some upside and things that we can do to make him a little bit better. He's a dynamic strike thrower. He has a pretty good fastball. It's extension. Our ballpark fits him. Like things that excite you about him. We're going to see that firsthand here in a couple days. You know, his world's turned upside down. He's packing up apartments and moving from Minnesota to here. But, you know, veteran guy who's been around in a couple organizations and, you know, should be a reliable strike thrower and somebody that we can lean on, you know, 5, 6, 7 innings to hand the ball to the bullpen in a good spot. So on one hand, we're you know, get the crushing news of Reese Olson getting hurt. On the other hand, you know, Scott and Jeff and the guys upstairs did a great job of adding to the rotation and, you know, allowing us to keep Cater Montero in the minor leagues to get some work. Sawyer Gibson-Long is starting to mend. We're getting Alex Cobb out on a rehab assignment, or Keaty's about to go on a rehab assignment. So we have some arms here coming, but for the time being, we really, you know, we're starting to thin out.
I said one injury. It was 2 injuries because Parker Meadows went on the IL. You're hoping it's not a big deal with a quad injury.
Yeah, so Parker yesterday went after a ball, kind of funny, in the ball went to the wall, Bichette hit it. I didn't think that he went after it full speed, and he's not a guy that dogs it or doesn't give his effort. So then he gets on first, and when Javi hit the ball to the wall and he had to score from first, there was a governor on him. And, you know, you go and you look at the measurements and it was 90% of his max speed. So it's pretty full speed, but not quite full, like, get after it mode. And I ended up pulling him from the game, go get him tested, and it turned up a mild strain, you know, kind of the hip quad area that needs some rest, and how long that rest is will dictate how long his time off is. And so we think we caught it early, which is good, because if you can play at 90% of your max speed, that's probably a good thing. Playing with that on your mind over the course of a full major league game in center field where you're a speed player expected to go all out, the risk of a huge injury was too much for us to keep him active.
Andy Ibanez comes back. Last time I looked at it, he was struggling at the minor league level down in Toledo. Sounds like the bat has heated up a little bit.
Yeah, lefties. He's really hit lefties, which is no surprise. I mean, he's hit every lefty in the big leagues, and he's going to continue to do that. And, you know, our roster can fit him now. We face 3 lefties.
The name of the business is Legacy Catering. We all were talking about how Mom taught us all how to cook. She was a cook at the public school system for ages. So we all started cooking with her, so we decided, you know, to do the business, so we went and figure out what we're going to call it. So we said, let's cook in honor, you know, our mother. So that's when Legacy came in. And just remember that Legacy Catering is about people, and this is what barbecuing is all about, and this is why we love it.
and some versatility. But I think they put pressure on you when those guys get on base. So if we can control the top of their lineup, we need to keep Gino Suarez in the ballpark. He's hit a lot of homers. When he doesn't homer and those guys aren't running around the bases, they have a pitchable team. But when those guys spark them, they stay in games. They play their 27 outs. I love Torey Lovullo, one of my favorite guys in the game, because he keeps his guys motivated. They've just had a hard time being consistent on the mound, and that's going to be key. Like Eduardo last start, it was a bunch of scoreless innings and had an incredible game. 2 starts ago, he's given up 5 and 6 runs. So hopefully we can attack their rotation to give them some problems in the pen and curtail a little bit of their high octane top of the lineup, and we can get a series win.
All right, AJ, thank you.
You got it.
Tigers manager AJ Hinch, stay with us. We've got more after this on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network.
At Comerica Bank, we're creating opportunity for small businesses to make it big. Big like hearing your small business featured in a radio ad for free, or getting free sports tickets to entertain a client. Comerica Bank brings big perks like these and more to every small business customer. To learn how opportunity happens here, visit Comerica.com/prosper. Member FDIC Equal Opportunity Lender. Offers available to Comerica small business customers only. Terms apply.
We know what you love. You love baseball. You love the Detroit Tigers. You love spending a day at Comerica Park. We also know what you don't love, standing in line. So we made a VIP entrance, so you could do more of the things you love and let
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
To see all this excitement around what I love to do growing up, it's crazy.
What's your favorite thing about this whole event so far?
The fusion of sports, entertainment, and cards. Because to me, cards have always been entertainment, and they're getting their just dessert now.
To believe your path forward should have clarity and confidence with access to pioneering therapies and the latest clinical trials. Cancer is everything we do, and we do it all right here in Michigan. At Carmanis, you can get a second opinion appointment within 7 days. Call us at 1-800-CARMANIS.
It's the summer sales event with the Ford Groom.
Sam, 30 seconds on the clock. The Ford Summer Sales Event.
Great time to buy.
Correct. What do we have amazing deals on this summer?
Ford trucks and SUVs.
Is Ford America's all-time best-selling auto brand?
Let me think. Yeah, it is.
3 for 3.
What do I win?
You get to work at the Ford Summer Sales Event.
Amazing. I think I was going to do that anyway.
You betcha.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Make your next shopping trip a good deal better with the Meijer 7 for 7 sale. Pay just $1 each when you mix or match any 7 or more of over 1,000 participating items, like select varieties of Meijer frozen personal pizzas, extra large avocados, select varieties of Chobani Greek yogurt, and Meijer essential paper towels. Getting more for your money with the Meijer 7 for 7 sale. That's the save to bundle good life at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
Baseball season is in full swing, and you can find all the action at ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Go from checking out stats to placing bets in just a few taps. And as an official sports betting partner of your Detroit Tigers, you'll always find special team promos in the app. Right now, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet Sportsbook app to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details.
People can't have access to quality medical care without affordable health insurance. At Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, we understand increasing health insurance costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue and our efforts to make healthcare affordable for all, visit mibluedaily.com/affordability today.
Back to the Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers broadcast booth at Comerica Park. From the field, brought to you by Meijer, official partner of the...
You know, in Boston, every now and then, you'll do those throwback days where you bring out the big baggy jerseys, and the baggier, the better. When I broke into the league, everybody was wearing really baggy pants, and then as the years go along, I started wearing these skinny, mini, tight pants that looked like they were painted on. So by the time I was with Boston, I really wanted to wear the baggier, the better. We just wanted to be flying around in the outfield there, having a good time.
This time can't get it, and neither could the fan.
Boy, that's when you don't wear flip-flops.
Caminero strikes out, and the bat gets a 7.5 on the distance, but it's stuck to the landing.
That's poked and that hits the umpire. The ball is in play, and it's a base hit for Frazier.
Roberto Ortiz did what he could to try and get out of the way, couldn't.
Took the wrong direction. He just didn't know which way to go.
Some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you?
My mom make it for me, and then when my mom is with me,
everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
Estamos lindo.
Let's open this up. Take a look at what we find. Looks like we've got Lauren Shahadi.
Animation is great.
We got Robert Flores, one of the stars of MLB Central with Lauren Shahadi. Then we got Mark DeRosa. Look at that. He looks like Superman, does he not? Right?
He was when he was with the Cubs.
Harold Reynolds looking ripped in a tracksuit in Studio 42. There I am. The hair's all
I know this guy.
Look at that jawline.
At the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, we live by the golden rule. Treat everyone who calls like they're someone's friend, family, or loved one. When you call, we listen. We get started on your case. And we're Michigan's only firm to offer the no-fee guarantee. You don't pay until we win. Treating you like family, because that's how you deserve to be treated. That's the Bernstein Advantage. The Sam Bernstein Law Firm. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
At Jack Dimmer Lincoln, the all-new 2025 Lincoln Navigator has arrived. Thoughtfully designed with you in mind. Enjoy hands-free driving with Lincoln Blue Cruise, personalized scents, and Lincoln Rejuvenate, a 5-minute escape with massage, lighting, and immersive sound. Plus, a stunning 48-inch digital display that keeps it all in view. Discover the Dimmer difference at Jack Dimmer Lincoln.
Swing, there's a drive to left. That one is long.
125 years of baseball tradition continues.
And it's gone, a home run.
Brought to you by Sam Bernstein Law, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, Jack Dimmer Ford, Corewell Health, Jack Dimmer Lincoln, Fago, Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical, The D Las Vegas, Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers, Northville Lumber, Feiger Law, Meyer, Comerica, McLaren Health, Wallside Windows, and Little Caesars Pizza.
Play ball with the call of the game from the Metro Detroit Buick GMC Dealers broadcast booth at Comerica Park. Here are the voices of Tigers baseball. Dan.
Celebra tú también con Betcris.
I think without going out and being loud and saying this is who I am or whatever, you can just kind of wear a certain shoe or a glove or a batting glove or whatever, and it kind of shows who you are.
Toyota.com. That takes us to our keys to the game, brought to you by Bell's Founders and Long Drink, proudly distributed by Rave Associates. Keys for Troy Melton in Major League start number 2, Bobby.
In the strike zone. Troy Melton has plenty good enough stuff to be successful at the Major League level. We saw a power fastball for him and a slider that early on in the contest was rolling in there, but by the end of it, good line and bite. He can throw it in the zone for a strike and out of the zone to get some chase. Get in the strike zone with that heater early, throw your off speed, and use that power slider to put guys away.
It is a impressive, big power arm, good finish after a rough start in his first Major League start. Game time weather brought to you by Clean Express Auto Wash, the official car wash of the Detroit Tigers. Fast, easy, clean, and free vacuums, 83 degrees at game time. And our first pitch brought to you by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers. Tigers come in at 61-46. Diamondbacks 51-55, a season low, 4 games below the 500 mark. They now get ready to face the 24-year-old from Newport Beach, California, Troy Melton. First pitch, Corbin Carroll swings and misses. It started off with a 98 mile-an-hour fastball up in the strike zone. The strike one. Fastball, same spot. Boy, ball looks like it's jumping out of his hand to start this game.
It is coming out hot, isn't it?
That has got some life at the plate. Baez, Baez, Torres, and Torkelson third over to first tonight. Swinging a line drive, base hit into center. Curveball hung nicely over the plate. Corbin Carroll is the guy who makes this offense go. As AJ said on the pregame, you really target these top 2 guys. They're going to challenge you right from the very start, Bobby. And Marte, Corbin Carroll, they get on. It can be a tough inning.
Yeah, it can be. These guys are quality hitters, and Melton just hung a breaking ball right there, not that slider. He throws that curveball about 11% of the time. 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, slider, curve, and a split from the young right-hander.
Tell Marte, switch hitter batting lefty, takes a fastball up and away. This is just a really good player.
Oh, yeah.
Seattle regrets trading him away when he was 22 years old. He's having a heck of a career, 11 years in the major leagues. Just a rock-solid hitter. Swing and a miss on a slider away. Better than rock-solid. I mean, he is a really good hitter. Hits for average, draws walks as often as he strikes out this year, and hits for power.
He's a good player.
930 OPS last year, 940 this year. Better from the left side this year. A little flip over to first. Carroll is not the base-stealing threat he was a couple of years ago when rookie season was a sensation and stole 54, caught just 5 times. That number fell to 35 last year, just 13, a pace for about 20-21 this year. The 1-1, swing and a foul out of play. Arizona's certainly a young team, and they kind of built their reputation the year they went to the World Series. They came in here that year, Bobby, and they just ran the Tigers out of the gym.
Yeah.
I mean, Corbin Carroll leading the way, but I mean, they were hitting balls to the gaps. They were turning singles into doubles. They were running the bases aggressively, stealing bases. It was incredible. And you could see that team, nobody really expected it, but it wasn't a surprise when they made it to the World Series. Swinging a ground ball, chopped to second base. Torres looks to second. Carroll's already there, so he flips it to Torkelson at first. Kind of acts like a bunt. It's a simple 4-3 put out, and Carroll at second base with 1 out here in the first inning. 10 batters into his first major league start. Troy Melton was down 5-0. He'd given up a home run to the second batter he faced, Andrew McCutchen. He had a fastball away, but found out that major league hitters can hit a fastball away.
They can do that.
If it's not better located.
Especially that one. Still.
Geraldo Perdomo swings and pops it up softly to left field. Riley Green in a few steps, makes a catch moving toward the line. Medium depth left field. Good to get Perdomo out. That's another tough batter. This is a deep, talented lineup. But Bobby, he recovered after the grand slam to make it 5-0, 10 batters in to Horwitz, who had a big series. As you said, the slider was kind of tumbling early.
Yeah.
He really dialed it in.
You know, and Dan, we talked about that. I talked to him earlier in this homestand, and he said, I just had to get more aggressive with it. I wasn't throwing it with the same intent that I was early in the game, and once I got a hold of it, it was much better.
Slider just misses, but that's the better slider right there that we just saw. Ball 1 to Eugenio Suarez.
It's got good line and bite on it. Looks like a fastball for a long time. Thrown with good arm speed, short stroke from Melton.
The 1-0, swinging a line foul. That was a hanger over the middle of the plate, and just happy that that ball ended up in the netting down the left field line.
Yeah, Suarez out ahead of it.
Yikes. Don't make a mistake to this guy. 36 home runs. Best power numbers of his career. Remember, he hit 49 one year. His power numbers are actually better this year. The 1-1. Fastball, bottom rail, 97. And I think I've heard his name mentioned in a couple of trade rumors.
Maybe bouncing around. Anybody looking for a guy who's got real right-handed pop. Diamondbacks are probably going to be open for business.
The rumors started about a month ago, and they are relentless. The 1-2 in the dirt, including, of course, back to Detroit. Talking about teams that regret making a deal. Tigers trading Eugenio Suarez away for Alfredo Simon. It hurts to say it out loud, Bobby. When he was 22 years old.
Oh. Yeah.
Sitting on 312 career home runs. The 2-2, swing and a miss. Good slider, stayed down below the knees. Suarez strikes out. Nice job by Troy Melton to get a dangerous top 4 hitters. Strands Carroll at second base. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
Do you guys make your own brisket here?
Yes, we do. We are known by our brisket.
Barbecue brisket sandwich. Quality is better than other places, and it looks good. We're ready to eat.
We go to an average 500 briskets per game. We hear a lot from our fans. They want to try something with wrap, easy to eat. So we say, well, let's do it like a brisket wrap and an egg roll.
That's beautiful. You get the gold medal for culinary brisketry here in Texas.
Yes.
It's HYLANT.com.
For every Tigers home run, Ashley, the official furniture and mattress provider of the Detroit Tigers, donates up to $500 to nonprofits supporting Michigan kids. Go Tigers!
Misses the Tigers are facing, for some, an ex-teammate.
That's right.
From just a couple of years ago. 32-year-old from Valencia in Venezuela, Eduardo Rodriguez, the 1-0. Strike on the outside edge. Alex McKay is our home plate umpire today. Alan Porter at first base. The crew chief, Jim Wolf at second. Chris Siegel is today's third base umpire. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good changeup. Up and down 2 years with the Tigers. Actually, his second year before he opted out of his contract was quite good. First year is on the restricted list for a good portion of the year. He has not had much success with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Spent some time in the IL this year. Changeup misses a little bit low. Count evens up 2-2. Bobby, this is his 18th start. And the numbers that just jump out at you, what opponents are hitting against him.
Yeah.
His last year in Detroit, it was low batting average, low power numbers. Fly ball right field off the bat of Vierling. Going back, Corbin Carroll. They'll have room on the track to make the catch. Good swing from Matt Vierling. It is the first out here in the first, but it's a high batting average against and big power numbers. Walks are up a little bit, and he's had a hard time making good starts back to back.
Yeah, Dan, and it is interesting. If you remember when he was with the Tigers back in 23, when he was really pitching very effectively, he used to just pound relentlessly right-handers in. Fast four-seam fastball cutter, four-seam fastball cutter. Run the sinker away, then change up away.
Fastball up and in the cutter to Gleyber Torres.
He hasn't seemed to do that as much. He stayed more away with the fastball, and he's trying to pitch up in the zone, and I'm not sure that it's had he hasn't had any success with it because he doesn't have the stuff built for that.
Cutter misses high, 2-0 on Gleyber Torres.
He's gotten more fly balls than he's gotten in years past, but some of those fly balls have been hitting hard too, off the wall and over him.
His last year in Detroit, every pitch was a plus pitch. Cutter on the back door for a called strike. I mean, this guy can pitch when he's right, but his fastball was a plus pitch, the cutter was a plus pitch, the changeup, slider, all of them are below average this year. 2-1 changeup away, 3-1 on Gleyber Torres.
It's just interesting, again, just the pattern of how he's gone about it. I mean, it was so good. The fastball velocity isn't down markedly from where it was before, but he used to just relentlessly pound right-handed hitters in. Throw that fastball in there. Throw that fastball in there. Throw the cutter off of it. You want to beat it off your foot. You want to start early to get to it. Great. I'll throw this changeup away. And he's not doing that like he was before.
3-1 ground ball foul softly past the Tigers dugout on the third base side. First inning today brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Own the dream. Yeah, it's a stunning decline.
It's just very different. And the delivery looks the same. The arm action looks the same, but not the same guy.
Injury shortened season his first year with Arizona, the 3-2. Fastball down and in. No, when he was right, that's what I remember.
Yeah.
Pound in, change-ups away, and he could wipe you out.
And to right-handed hitters, if you wanted to just look for that changeup or that two-seamer that he'll throw out there to sink away, he'll throw that cutter back door as well to his arm side. And it was, you're right. I mean, it's just a very different look. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out today.
To give you a feel for how different things are, he didn't face many lefties that last year with the Tigers. Jahmai Jones takes fastball in, but righties hit 240 with a little bit of power, but really not much power. This year they are hitting 290 with a good amount of power. Lefties are having an outstanding year against him, and that's unusual. That kind of speaks to the stuff and how he's pitching. 1-0, ground ball softly to short. This will be 2. Perdomo to Marte to English at first. They got him. Boy, bang, bang at the base at first. Alan Porter says Jahmai Jones out. A.J. Hinch with his hand up, and he would like a challenge. And the Tigers are going to win this challenge. That ball was picked out of the dirt, and that's a surprising call from Alan Porter. He's really good.
He's usually very good umpire.
Detroit is challenging this out call at first base.
That was kind of a slow developing play with Rodriguez pitching. And the right-handed hitter Jahmai Jones up there. Perdomo was playing more in that 6-hole. It took him he almost walked himself into a bad hop there, awkwardly fielded that ball, and that's what allowed Jahmai Jones to be safe at first base. And he's safe by a fair margin over there. Usually, like you said, Alan Porter usually gets the overwhelming majority of those calls right, but he missed that one.
Here's how important.
Review, call is overturned, runner is safe. Detroit will retain this down.
Instant replay brought to you by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you need the right call made, 1-800-CALL-SAM. Yeah, it felt like that should have been turned.
Yeah, he kind of Perdomo kind of walked himself into an awkward hop. Caught that at his waist, but at a funny angle. Consequently, he couldn't get it to Ketel Marte on time. Marte did a nice job of turning that ball, but again, because of how he fielded, it didn't allow him to get rid of it the way he wanted to.
Jones edges off of first. Torkelson at the plate. Fastball up. Torch is really nice, steady production. He has had by far the most consistent and productive at-bats of the second half as the offense has been so quiet. That was a big day for the Tigers offense yesterday, Bobby.
Sure was.
The 1-0. High fly ball, center field, not deep. Racing in Thomas, and the left fielder, Gurriel Jr. cut in between Thomas and Suarez coming home. Jones throws, hits Jones as he's going into home plate. He slides in safely, and Torkelson ends up on third. Completely misplayed by Perdomo, Gurriel Jr. and Thomas. It looked like either the shortstop, Perdomo, or Thomas, the center fielder, would make the catch. And here comes Gurriel Jr. in between the two of them, and he dropped it.
Yeah, no wind really to speak of. That ball, they just zooted out there. Here's the best part about that play, Dan. Jahmai Jones took nothing for granted. 2 outs on the crack of the bat. He was absolutely flying. And when you do that, you know Joey Cora is going to wave him around. And he did. Hits him on the top of the helmet on the bounce. Gets away from the catcher, Herrera. Torque all the way over to third base. But that's good baseball, but Jahmai Jones got that run.
Give the third base coach, give Joey Cora the chance to send you.
Give him a chance.
That's by running hard, as you said, to third. Perfectly in line with that throw off his batting helmet. Fastball up quickly, 2-0 on Riley Green. Left-handed batters hitting .360 against Eduardo Rodriguez with power in their 80 at-bats. 12 extra base hits out of 29 hits, the 2-0. Swinging a soft ground ball foul. Great reaction shots on our FanDuel sports monitor. He gets up. He's got a big smile on his face. He's tapping his helmet as he goes back to the dugout. 1-0 Tigers in the first. Just one of the really good guys in that Tigers clubhouse. There are a lot of them. Soft ground ball to second base. Marte will move to his left field and flip. A misplay. They went up with a hit, didn't they?
They did.
That ball has to be caught.
That's the team error, Dan.
Complete misplay.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
This is a good one right here. The Padres. Little pinstripe unis. We would wear these every Thursday. When I kept it, I wanted to keep it all dirty. I always felt like if you didn't get dirty in a baseball game, you kind of didn't really play that day. So I had my pine tar there, a little dirt in the front side of it, but the brown and orange, really cool cleats. All the fans really enjoyed it as much as the players did.
The official car wash of the Detroit Tigers.
We go to the second inning, 1-0 Tigers. Adrian Del Castillo at the plate. Quickly behind 0-2 after a swing and miss. 1-0 Tigers. Troy Melton on the mound, the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Whoa. Bobby, this fastball's got a little extra to it tonight.
Yeah, it does. It's coming out hot tonight.
I mean, the life at the plate is a wow.
I mean, the raw velocity is one thing. It's already 98. It's not a high spin rate fastball. He does get out there pretty good on his extension, but he's also got a really short arm stroke. Again, grew up as a kid as a catcher, so that's a short stroke. Combine all those things, it's just a better fastball than we've seen.
I mean, Del Castillo, lefty, was late.
Zero chance.
That brings up Lourdes Gurriel Jr. First pitch, fastball down and away. I mean, he's locating, too. He's moving it up, down, in, out.
And he has. You like to see that. His fastball absolutely plays at the top of the zone, but I like the fact he's going down and down glove side as well.
The strike one. Fastball up and away. Every fastball's 98 right now. You've got something to work with Troy Melton. Live upper 90s fastball slider combination. It's true, really 5-pitch mix. Line drive foul. 2 types of fastballs. Got a cutter.
Yep.
And then the slider. Also with, well, we saw the breaking ball earlier. The 1-2. Ground ball chopped to short, backing up to play it. Baez plants, throws, skipped a couple of times off the glove of Torkelson. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. will be safe at first. Baez had to make a quick decision. I think when he laid back, cost himself a chance to get Gurriel Jr. at first.
Yeah, that's the only really decision he had. He made the right one. It was, if he goes over there, he's going to end up getting that in-between hop on the backhand side, which is even a lower probability. Takes a couple steps back, shuffles, and has to get rid of it. And Gurriel just beat it over there.
Let's pause for station identification on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Second inning today brought to you by the Michigan Lottery, introducing the new Tigers Instant Game Pull Tab 2 online games. First pitch fastball perfect. Bottom rail, ball one.
That's a strike.
Can't make a better pitch than that.
Sure can't.
97 down. Tristan English at the plate. Upright stance from the right side. Got a leg kick, dives into home plate. Forcing fastball 98, swings and taps it softly foul. Nice numbers at AAA. He's only been up for a handful of at-bats so far with Arizona. I think 340, though. In his 250 at-bats. There's some solid power numbers. Fastball, my goodness. Again, right there at the top of the strike zone. Ball 2.
All of a sudden, the strike zone's gotten really small.
That's tight. That's the pitch that many feel will not be a strike. I feel the strike zone will be lower with the automated balls and strikes review system next year. Certainly something we are seeing already this year. At least catchers feel that way, that pitch at the belt, kind of a 50-50 ball, is less than that this year. Stuff looks good out of the gate for Melton. Mixing all of his pitches early. Fastballs lively. The 2-2. Bounced a slider over in that left-handed batter's box. 3-2 on English. Pretty aggressive at the minor league level. Below average walk rate, but good bat-to-ball skills. He's kind of past prospect status, but anytime you see a guy hitting 340 at AAA, I know it's an offensive league, but still, he's certainly earned a chance.
That'll make you take notice, absolutely. Let's see what he can do.
Diamondbacks team that has, well, injuries, as Bobby mentioned, been a big part of their pitching staff and position players. Fire over to first to drive Gurriel Jr. back. Not a big base-stealing threat. Tigers may challenge, and they will.
That throw skipped over to Torque. He did a nice job of picking it, but it kind of led him right into the runner, Gurriel.
How about this? 2 challenges in 2 half innings by the Tigers. They had the Jemai Jones out call at first reversed. Instant replay brought to you by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you need the right call made, 1-800-CALL-SAM. Today's game brought to you in part by Northville Lumber, the official lumberyard of the Detroit Tigers radio network. We're getting our first look on our FanDuel monitor. Bounced. Tag. Fingertips.
Tough to see from the angle we have. Torque's left shoe is in the way.
Torque, get your left shoe out of the way. I'm not seeing clear and convincing yet.
Out. I don't know.
Nope.
I take that back.
That is not going to be overturned.
You can't see that from there. Need a little bit better angle.
Can't see the contact of the glove. No, he's in. New York is not going to overturn that. I think they'll actually confirm the call. I just can't tell when the glove makes contact with the uniform. I'm looking for the uniform moving, and I'm not seeing it until it looks like his hand is on the base. Well, I hope I'm wrong. Here's Alan Porter again.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is safe. Detroit loses their challenge.
Count is 3-2 on Tristan English. Again, given his track record, pretty good chance if you're close, he's going to be swinging on this 3-2. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. does have 7 steals this year in 9 attempts. There he goes, 3-2, swing and a miss. Throw down to second base, and they got him. Strike him out, throw him out to end the second. Dylan Dingler throws to second, just amazing. Gleyber Torres applied the tag. Strike him out, throw him out, ends the second. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Tigers on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meijer.
Save a good deal more with hot deals on Meijer brand must-haves, including new
We wanted to introduce something new. And then working in some of our past and what the past can look like in the future. I think our players absolutely love it, and our fans, we think they'll learn to love it, especially if you can win in it. You know, that kind of solves everything.
Pitch in the dirt, a sinker from Eduardo Rodriguez. 6-7-8 hitters. Ibanez is back. Dingler, Wenzel Perez. It's always a good day when Andy Ibanez is in that Tigers clubhouse.
Believe it.
1-0, fastball away. 2-0 on Ibanez. Unfortunately, he's here because of an injury to Parker Meadows. Quad injury. A.J. Hint said just didn't look right. Scoring from first on the Baez double yesterday. Line right down the left field line, hooking to the corner. Fair ball. Welcome back, Andy Ibanez. A rope to the corner in left field. Love it. Love it. Line drive, double lead off the second inning.
There he is. There's that man again, Andy Ibanez, left-handed pitching. Watch out. Rodriguez tries to get that cutter in there, doesn't get it in there far enough. Andy Ibanez puts it in that left field corner for a leadoff double. Good to see old 77 back in action.
Simply one of the most popular players in that clubhouse. And it just puts a smile on your face to see him back.
Yep.
He went down and struggled for a little bit. Last 13 games, he had over 300. Not a lot of power, but drew walks as often as he struck out. Hit over 300. And as Bobby said, hitting lefties. Dylan Dingler takes a pitch up and away. So now you've got two guys in this lineup. Jahmai Jones and Andy Ibanez, who are filling a role of being guys who do damage against lefties. Curveball away. Feels like Eduardo Rodriguez just doesn't feel like he's finishing his pitches.
No, it's just flat. It's good as well as the ball's coming out of the hand of Troy Milton is coming out that poorly from Eduardo Rodriguez right now. It's just nothing coming out the way it used to.
Dingler at the plate, the 2-0, swinging a fly ball softly into center field. Late break for Thomas, and that's going to fall for a base hit. My goodness. Ibanez makes it over to third. Thomas has not gotten a good read on either of the two bloops to center field.
Yeah, there's something going on. The sight lines, maybe he's not used to being in this environment.
Wow.
Not sure what it is, but Alex Thomas is a pretty good athlete and a pretty good outfielder, and he's misplayed two balls, both of which should have gotten caught. The first one, maybe not necessarily his responsibility, but the second one, this one off the bat of Dylan Dingler, certainly should have gotten caught. It falls in for a hit. First and third here with nobody out in the bottom of the second.
Replay, you can see him take a drop step, and then you take a stutter step, and then he came in. That ball's got to be caught.
Just not seeing the ball off the bat.
He really isn't. Torkelson's ball, my partner said, was in the air for 5.5 seconds.
Yeah.
That ball has to be caught. Gurriel Jr. was there and just simply pulled his arm in, avoiding a collision with Perdomo. Time for dollars on deck. If Wenzel Perez now gets a hit this inning, Northfield Lumber will donate to Detroit Blightbusters. Northfield Lumber is Michigan's #1 Trex dealer. First and third, nobody out. Should be man at second, one out. First pitch cutter above the belt. Batting from his stronger right side. Wenzel Perez overall hitting .239 with 7 home runs. Big improvements from the right side. We know the left side can be better. The 1-0. Swinging a foul past the screen. Not many first pitch strikes. Unofficially, my scorebook, Bobby, I've got 1 first pitch strike for Eduardo Rodriguez through probably 8 batters.
58% on the year, well below Major League average as well.
Best first pitch strike throwing is when he's with the Tigers. Swinging a pop-up softly into right field. Carroll will come in, make the catch. Ibanez comes down the line, stops, draws the throw. 1 hop strike to home plate. Tigers run on everybody, but this is an outfield generally. You would think over the course of the next 3 days, if they get traffic on the base paths, they're going to run on these guys.
Yeah, they will. Like you said, they run on everybody. Corbin Carroll got a fly ball to shallow right field and threw a 1-hop strike into Herrera at home right there, accurately as well.
It's not a lot of power in that arm.
No.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr. used to stop base runners in left field just a couple of years ago. Now teams are running on him. Javi Baez at the plate. First and third, 1 out. First pitch. 4-seam fastball at the belt for a called strike 1. 1-0 Tigers in the second. Trying to get this losing stretch turned around. Win yesterday, trying to build on that. The 3-run home run early from Torres. The strike 1. Swinging a foul out of play. That's a fastball right there in the middle of the plate. Fouled out of play.
Both of them, Dan. That first pitch was 92 at the top of the zone. And quite frankly, I don't want to belabor the point, but with not a lot on it. All 92s aren't created the same. There's not a lot on that 92.
No.
And Javi just missed another one in the middle of the plate.
The 0-2, fastball up against righties. It's 90% fastball change and cutter. The changeup has been hit at a 370 clip. The cutter at a 280 clip, both with power. Fastball has been his best pitch against righties. The 1-2 line drive, base hit into center field. Sharp single into center. Ibanez in. Dingler will scoot over to third. 2-0 Tigers on a Baez RBI single.
Yeah, very rarely, Dan, do you see 3 straight pitches of the same type. This time it was 4. He got another fastball in the middle. This one 93. This time Javi didn't miss it. Good solid stroke up the middle. Played to Ibanez. Dingler over to third. Still first and third here with 1 out.
I mean, Bobby, that's incredible. I mean, how does he not get a changeup there?
A changeup or a cutter in, something other, even a fastball away to get him off of it. But 4 straight heaters right down the middle.
Sun trying to break through the clouds. It's been a mostly cloudy day. Some good rain showers moved through the Detroit area. Ground ball softly to third, coming home. Dingler down to second, 1. Relay back to first, though. Marte to English, and it's an around the horn 5-4-3 inning-ending double play. Tigers get a run on the Baez single after the misplay on the Dingler single. We head to the third, 2-0 Tigers on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
Got to get yourself ready.
Yes, there are hugs, and then there's that.
Now, what is that? What is the purpose of that?
It's an anemometer. It measures wind speed.
So that's good.
But it looks like a fidget spinner.
Meanwhile, on the Cove, it just looks like too much fun.
It was so routine, he took his eye off.
You got to come up with this play. You got to. You're right there. You had 2 hands. He looked it in. Oh.
Dan Dickerson, Bobby Scales, glad to have you along. First of 3, Tigers and Arizona Diamondbacks. First pitch, fastball 97 away. Every fastball 97-98 from Troy Melton. Alec Thomas, lefty at the plate. Troy Lovello loading his lineup with some lefties. Swing and a foul out of play. Cutter, middle of the plate. 8-9 one-hitters, Thomas, Herrera, and Corbin Carroll in the third inning. Third inning is brought to you by Mastercraft Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric. For fast service and the best price, choose Mastercraft. The 1-1. Fastball sizzles up and away at 97. Good strike throwing on his way to the major leagues for Troy Melton. Walk rate was always low. He feels like this year, as he's kept the walk rate low, better command within the strike zone. 2-1, swing and a miss. Then he can do that. He can just challenge.
Here it is. It's an attitude heater. 97 with some life on there. Again, not a big spin rate guy. We talked about all the different ways you can create deception, or the fastball can play up, or pitches can play up. Good extension, 7 feet. That's way out there.
2-2, ground ball to first base. Torkelson will charge, scoop off his left shoe top over to the bag, tag the bag with his left foot. Alec Thomas bounces out to start the third inning. Injury report is brought to you by McLaren Health, the official healthcare system of the Detroit Tigers. You heard it, I'm sure, earlier, but in case you didn't, it was Parker Meadows going on the injured list today. And the big blow was losing Reese Olson, as Scott Harris put it, for the rest of the regular season at least. But holding out the hope that should the Tigers make a deep postseason run, Jose Herrera takes a slider, that he might be able to come back, much like he did last year. Shoulder injury for Reese Olson, and that's a blow. Ground ball to second base. Gleyber Torres fields it off to the glove side. An easy toss to Torkelson. 2 up, 2 down on 2 soft ground balls. That's enough injury. So all of that basically on the same day the Tigers, wanted to celebrate that win, and they did, but it wasn't a big celebration. For A.J. Hinch and Scott Harris, as they had to deal with the injury news for Reese Olson and Parker Meadows. Again, Meadows hoping that injury is going to be brief. Swinging a tap foul. The Tigers feel like they caught it early before it had a chance to become worse. A quad injury, didn't tear. And with any luck, the Tigers would do some luck on some injuries. Maybe at the minimum stay on the IL. Fly ball left center field. Riley Green, Matt Vierling. Vierling will call off Green, moving to left center. Make the catch. Nice 1, 2, 3 inning. Always good when you can get Corbin Carroll out. Melton does.
Or go to wallside.com.
Early detection saves lives. Schedule your cancer screening today at carmanis.org/inspire.
Torres takes a rare strike one from Eduardo Rodriguez. You can have a lot of success swinging early in the count against Rodriguez. Curveball misses away. Bobby just feels like he's guiding these pitches.
I don't want to say anything, but he doesn't look right to me. I mean, it's just there's not enough effort in the delivery at all.
1-1. Cutter up and away. 2-1 on Gleyber Torres.
I don't care what uniform anybody has on. I don't want anybody to be hurt, but there's just nothing. It's not coming out at all.
Works extreme third base side of the rubber. Lefty into his motion. The 2-1. Swing and a pop-up behind home plate. Herrera will just turn and watch that one go well back. Down below us to our right. We're perched above home plate just to the third base side, almost directly behind home in this beautiful ballpark. Good crowd on hand Monday night. Love to see you out here. We've got another night game tomorrow night and then a day game Wednesday. Tigers' road trip will be brief. 3 games in Philadelphia. Back for 6 more after Philadelphia. The 2-2. Change up away. 3-2. It just feels like he's shying away from the strike zone.
Yeah.
2-0 Tigers. Only hit a couple balls hard so far. 3-2. Shot to short on one hop. Grabbed by Perdomo. Flips it to English at first. Hard hit ball. That's the first out of the third inning. Today's game brought to you in part by the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you need the right call made, it's 1-800-CALL-SAM. Today's game brought to you in part by Meijer, the official grocery retailer and official partner of the Detroit Tigers. Brings up Jahmai Jones. Runs it into a forced first time up. First pitch fastball a little bit low. Ball 1. Just 3 strike ones to the first 12 batters. The 1-0. Swing and a pop-up, fouling out of play. It was fun talking with Jahmai Jones about his role on this team. He's just big smile. We were talking about his home run in Pittsburgh. So my teammates were saying, why did you run out of the box? Because it was a 451-foot home run. It's like, I will never stand. I can't afford to stand and admire, especially in that ballpark. The 1-1 fastball in. But, Bobby, he's adapted to this role.
Yep.
It's not easy when you're only going to play against lefty starters and come off the bench against lefties. But, man, the work that goes into it for him. Check swing, went too far and a changeup away. Frustrated with himself, 2-2. But he said, I've got 5-6 innings to think about it. He basically knows who he's going to face, which lefty in that bullpen, if there are 2, if there are 3, because he sees how they use them.
Right.
He sees what part of the lineup it is. He sees he's being pinch hit for, and he can almost always predict the matchup. Pitch in the dirt. And then he just figures it out because, again, he said, I've got the time to do it. How he's going to pitch to me in that situation. And the job he's done has just been phenomenal.
And those are the guys, and I'm not sure what Jahmai Jones' career aspirations are going to be, but those are the guys that end up being good managers because they've had to think the game being in a reserve role.
3-2 away. Good trip to the plate. For Jahmai Jones, he draws a walk. 1 out here in the 3rd inning. This just feels like an opportunity, and I like this matchup. Torkelson against Rodriguez should have popped out his first time up. It was the ball that Gurriel Jr. he was there cutting in between Perdomo and Thomas, but he pulled the glove back to avoid the collision with Perdomo. The ball dropped. Torkelson got credit for a single and an RBI. First pitch, fastball middle. That's the cutter, and he fouled it off. Just enough movement to get it off the barrel.
And that's exactly what that cutter does. Gives you just enough of some movement late to get off the barrel. That was 90 right down the middle and moved just enough. And Torque had to fight it off.
Big numbers against lefties for Torkelson. Fastball in, has him jackknifing out of the way. Torque's at 270 against lefties in 102 at-bats, 9 home runs, 8 doubles. Waiting on the 1-1, 2-0 Tigers in the 3rd. Fastball up. Herrera comes out in front of home plate to deliver the ball back to Rodriguez, but he continues to fall behind, and you've got to believe the Tigers are going to make him pay.
Yeah, at some point, you got to make him pay. You can't have a guy being behind as much as he is and let him get away with pitches in the zone the way he has thus far.
Almost every at-bat has been 2-1, 2-0. Torkelson swings, pops it up again. Perdomo, Gurriel, this is a replay. Gurriel Jr. this time will call off Perdomo and make the catch on the pop-up in very shallow left field. Took charge. 2 outs. That'll leave it up to Riley Green. It does feel like Tigers are letting him off the hook for some pitches that are right there.
A little bit. And even that one, it's tough. You get in that good hitters count. You want to lay wood to something like that, but that was a changeup down and away. Pitcher's pitch.
Riley Green batting. First pitch popped up. Foul and out of play, right down below us. Riley grounded out first time up. Again, lefties have hit 360. It's a new look for Riley Green. And I think as long as they keep winning, this will stay the look. This new look will be around for a while. Shave the beard, just the mustache.
I asked him in the clubhouse this afternoon. I said, Riley, how long are we talking about to get back to normal? He goes, 3-4 days.
You get back to the beard?
That's what he said.
Yeah. I believe he can grow a full beard.
And Torque was like, yes, you better call me in 2 weeks if you want me to grow a beard.
Swinging a pop-up, Jones was taking off. Shallow center field. This time Thomas gets the read, comes in, makes a catch, moving toward left center. Green pops out, and so Eduardo Rodriguez has worked out of some jam.
If you were to find a jersey or if you swap a jersey, one of the players on the National League, who would it be? Who would you pick?
Okay, so I got an Ohtani jersey last year, so
nice.
I'm gonna probably say Harper.
Maybe Judge. He's one of the greatest to play the game in the last 5, 6, 7 years, so it'd be cool to have his jersey. Ellie's been fun to watch. Yeah, Ellie'd be a cool one. I mean, his jersey would probably be too big for me. It'd probably go down to my knees.
to protect our environment while providing food, fuel, and fiber. Find out more at micorn.org.
Ketel Marte takes first pitch curveball low and inside. Fourth inning, 2-0 Tigers, 2-3-4 hitters, and it's a dangerous 2-3-4. Marte batting from the left side, cutter at the knees for a called strike. Geraldo Perdomo, Eugenio Suarez to follow here in the fourth inning. The 1-1. Swinging a pop-up down the left field line. Long run for Andy Banez, but that's going to get out of his reach. Wasn't high enough to give chase. 1-2 on Marte. Milton telling us in Pittsburgh that the cutter is a new cutter this year. He's had a cutter before, but this is a new, improved cutter. In the minor leagues on his way to the major leagues, and it was pretty prodigious strikeout totals. A strikeout rate of 12 per 9 in the minor leagues. Swinging a ground ball, base hit past Torres to his right into right center. Perez comes in and fields. That was a high fastball. Marte got on it. Drove it hard on the ground into right center.
He sure did. He got on top of that ball from the left side, top-handed. That was a good fastball, 98 miles an hour at the top of the zone.
That brings up the lefty, Perdomo. Good-looking young player. Cutter on the back door for a called strike. So the cutter got a lot of swing and miss in the minor leagues. Also, you notice when it got put in play, it got hit for a high average and some pretty big power numbers. Switch hitter, batting lefty. Kind of the same, not too far different from each side. A little better as a right-handed batter. Perdomo takes a pitch away. A little different profiles. From each side of the plate is a lefty. Lower batting average. A little more power from the right side. Hitting almost 340, just not as much power. The 1-1. Fastball high and tight. 96 on that fastball. That's the low end of his range tonight. You got something to work with here.
You do. And you know, Dan, it's interesting you said about the cutter he developed. His fastball has some cutting action. So
2-1. Swinging a fly ball left center field. That's deep. Riley Green on the run, tracking it onto the track. He'll make the catch, looking into the sun. Nice play. Wheels and gets it into Javi Baez to hold Marte at first. Perdomo gave it a ride. The sun has broken through the clouds, and it's really only an issue for Riley Green in left field, and he fought it and made the catch.
Yeah, he sure did. That's a good play by Riley Green. That ball was hit really hard off the bat of Perdomo. He had to fight that sun. Good route out there as well. Nice play by Riley in left field.
Brings up Eugenio Suarez. See, it is a little different looking stance. Slider swing and a miss. You talked with our good friend Mike Farron on Diamondbacks radio. He said it was a kind of, I don't know if it's dramatic is the right word, but it was a big change in his setup and swing. Swing and a miss, fastball up. That has led to the power was dropping the last couple of years. It come back a little bit last year, but it's skyrocketed this year.
I mean, it's 36 homers at this point in the year, and it's been a pretty steady pace. It's not like he just had a 8 or 10 home run explosion. It's been pretty steady the entire year.
99 up and in, fastball fouled out of play. 33 is the season where, especially if the power's been down, it was down the last couple of years. 33 is that age season where you're like, well, this could be a big year. Well, it's been a big year for him in a very positive way. Fly ball left center field, Matt Vierling, Riley Green. Riley Green waving his arms will call off Vierling and make the catch coming into shallow left center field. I love the way he just went right after Suarez there.
Yeah, he sure did. And threw him a fastball up and in the pitch before to get him off this slider he wanted to throw him. And in fairness, he hung it a little bit. Suarez knew it, didn't like it. Troy Milton knew it, didn't like it either, pounded his glove. Sometimes it is better to be lucky than good, especially to a hitter like Suarez.
Adrian Del Castillo at the plate. He's the DH today. First pitch, ground ball to Torque. Big hop, backhands over the bag, tags you with his left foot. Del Castillo, first pitch swinging, high chopper to Torkelson. Leadoff single for Marte, but he is stranded at first. Troy Melton strong through 4.
Get yourself ready.
Yes, there are hugs, and then there's that.
Now, what is that? What is the purpose of that?
It's an anemometer. It measures wind speed.
So that's good.
But it looks like a fidget spinner.
Meanwhile, on the Cove, it just looks like too much fun.
It was so routine, he took his eye off.
You got to come up with this play. You got to. You're right there. You had 2 hands. He looked it in. Oh.
It is a 1933 Gaudi Babe Ruth card. It is 8.5 PSA. It's graded higher than the one in the Smithsonian.
This card at one point came with a packet or a stick of chewing.
Right Sports in Vegas.
Out of Andy Ibanez to start the 4th. Gone! 3rd home run of the year for Andy Ibanez. How about this return?
Let's go.
A double, a home run. 3-0 Tigers in the 4th.
Mama, here come that man again. 77 is back. 14 fastball down and in. Andy Ibanez drops the barrel and drops it in the bullpen. Good swing by Andy Ibanez. Homer, double.
Wow.
Better do something else.
Couldn't be happier for Andy Ibanez coming back. Parker Meadows gets on the IL, and it was just the perfect candidate. His bat had started to pick up. He was hitting lefties like he needed to in the minor leagues. And the Tigers are facing 3 lefty starters in the next 6 games. 1-0. Pop fly into shallow center field. Thomas coming in, and he'll not get there again. He's just not getting a good read on these balls.
He's just having one of those nights. Alec Thomas is a good outfielder. He's just not seeing the ball off the bat, getting off the ball. And Dylan Dingler has been the beneficiary twice of that tonight.
I mean, right off the end of the bat, pop fly. Thomas again looked like he got a late break and then kind of slowed up because it looked like he just didn't see it well. Wenzel Perez batting. Fastball strike. So Eduardo Rodriguez, the stuff does not look good, but he has not been helped by the defense behind him. 3-0 Tigers in the 4th. Perez swings. It's a soft ground ball to third, charging backhanding Suarez. Nice plays. He backhanded the in-between hop right by the edge of the cutout. Flips over to first to get Perez. Dingler goes down to second. He's there with 1 out for Javi Baez.
Yeah, very good play by Suarez on the backhand really right there.
Nice.
You got one crack at it. Very good on the ball coming in. Third base is a north-south position. You have to make split-second decisions over there, whether retreat or come in. Most of the time, if you come in, you're going to have a better opportunity to catch that ball. Just the way that position works. He made a nice play in the backhand, strong throw to first.
Javi Baez singled home Andy Ibanez in his first at-bat. He got 4 straight, right? 4 straight fastballs in the middle of the plate, and he didn't miss the 4th. First pitch here. Cutter in on the inner third for a called strike 1. 4th inning today is brought to you by Wallside Windows, local and family-owned, celebrating 81 years as Michigan's leader in replacement windows. Today's game brought to you in part by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Ready to help. The strike one. Changeup misses down and away. That's the pitch we were waiting for that Baez never got his last at-bat when he fell behind 1-2. Not able to get to the first couple of fastballs he saw. Drilled the fourth one into center field on a 1-2 pitch. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Stays with the changeup. Javi pulls off 1-2. Came in hitting .266, 10 home runs. The RBI was his 41st.
Yeah, back-to-back changeups from Eduardo Rodriguez. Probably going to get another one right here.
Dingler can take a sizable leadoff second, the 1-2. Swing in a soft tap foul. He did. Get another changeup.
And in this situation right here, Dylan Dingler can run. Not just for a catcher, he can run. He runs well. They aren't even thinking about holding him. If he took off right here, he can walk into third base.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Oof. Fastball shoulder high, up and away, out of the strike zone. Baez strikes out for the second out. 2 outs, runner at second. I lead out to Matt Vierling. Talking with AJ about how he looks at center field with Parker Meadows on the injured list. Sounds like Matt Vierling, to start, is going to get the bulk of the playing time. Tigers could use this bat heating up, and it feels like Matt Vierling might be getting close. Curveball perfect on the outside edge for a called strike. Had a big at-bat in that 2-1 win in Texas. Driving in the go-ahead run in the 8th. Some good swings in Pittsburgh. Still trying to get the swing where he wants it to be. Good swing first time up, deep fly ball to right. Change up low and away, so sounds like Matt will get a few starts, not just against lefties, but maybe 3-4 starts in a row, heading to Philadelphia. The 1-1. Swinging a pop foul out of play. Starting to dial in that changeup a little bit.
Yeah, he is. But, going back to the point that AJ made with Vierling in center field, I mean, very capable in center field. The defense will be fine, and this could be a good runway to get this bat going. Yeah. You're going to get your share of lefties. Matt Vierling's also shown the ability to hit right-handed pitching as well. So give him a little runway. He's going to get a little run right now. Could get this bat going for number 8.
1-2, swinging a line drive deep left center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. It's going to get by Thomas all the way to the wall. Dingler in, Vierling around second. He'll put on the brakes. Line drive double went right by Thomas in center. 4-0 Tigers here in the 4th.
Fastball down from Eduardo Rodriguez. Matt Vierling did miss it. Good inside out stroke. Stays behind this ball and absolutely powders this one into center field. 107 off the bat. That's a low Matt Vierling two iron we're used to seeing. Cruises into second base, gets the RBI in there. Dylan Dingler scores from second. Another run on the board for the Tigers.
That's why they continue to talk about upside from Matt Vierling. Changeup away. He was banged up a lot last year. Injuries that would have put others on the IL, and he posted 144 games. Hit just under 260 with developing power, 49 extra base hits. The 1-0 to Gleyber Torres, swinging a fly ball, right center field. Thomas tracking this one. He'll make the catch. To end the bottom of the 4th inning, Ibanez starts it with a home run. Vierling ends it with 2 outs with a line drive double to score the second run of the inning. We head to the 5th, 4-0 Tigers on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meijer. Hi, Tigers fans. It's Dan Dickerson. In Michigan, growing strong.
Do you guys make your own brisket here?
Yes, we do. We are known by our brisket.
Barbecue brisket sandwich. Quality is better than other places, and it looks good. We're ready to eat.
We go to an average 500 briskets per game. We hear a lot from our fans. They want to try something with wrap, easy to eat. So we say, well, let's do it like brisket, wrap, and an egg roll.
That's beautiful. You get the gold medal for culinary brisketry here in Texas.
Yes.
I believe this one's it's a rookie card, I know, but I feel like it's the first card that I ever, big league card. Obviously, as a kid, trying to get to the big leagues, the dream of making it. But as a kid that had cards, right, as a kid, this is like seeing your card the first time is pretty cool. So that's pretty powerful when you see that card.
Five-man umpiring crew here today in this young superstar.
And did their feet get tangled up? Yes, so Hoppy Tritt, they got their feet tangled up before the ball came down.
That goes helicoptering into the net.
Tigers take a 4-0 lead at the top of the fifth inning. Troy Melton has been outstanding through the first four. First pitch slider to Lourdes Gurriel Jr. misses down below the knees. Pitch count through four, low, 48 pitches. Slider strike on the outside edge. I like the shape of the slider tonight, Bobby.
Absolutely, because it looks just like that heater until it's not.
The misses are below the knees. Fastball up in Pittsburgh. It was, as you described, sweepy. AJ said, he was just jumpy.
Yeah.
He said he looked like a kid making his major league debut at the beginning of the game. And then he finished strong. 2-1 jam job on a 97-mile-an-hour pop-up. Everybody converges, but Baez takes charge, makes the stylish catch on the grass behind the mound. Laying that glove on the left shoulder, makes the catch. One up and one down. How about that? That's the guy who can hit a fastball. He just pounded him in and got the weak pop-up.
And just beat him. Beat him with a heater in. Dan, to AJ's point, this time last year, he's an A-ball.
A-ball.
And now he's in the big leagues. It happens quick. And I don't think this is the one thing that I don't think players realize how quickly it can happen.
Fastball strike.
Particularly from the
mound.
Great point. You don't see that meteoric rise as a position player very often.
Right.
But from the mound, it can happen quick. And I think guys they want to act like they're calm and cool, but you're not.
Swinging a high pop-up, fouling out of play, well down the left field line, hanging breaking ball, but it was on the front door. Tristan English at the plate. Good numbers in the minor leagues behind 0-2.
And you're ready for it, but you're not ready for it. It's all the things. It's the third deck. It's getting the ticket squared away from family, and all of a sudden, I got to pitch.
The 0-2, swinging a high fly ball left field. Riley Green tracking it, shy of the warning track. Will make the catch moving toward the corner. About 5 feet shy of the track. English flies out. Fifth inning today brought to you by Figer Law. All they do is win. Strikeout update brought to you by Carbliss, the official ready-to-drink canned cocktail of the Detroit Tigers. No walks, 3 strikeouts for Troy Melton. Again, the stuff is very good. This is a potent Arizona offense, scoring just under 5 runs a game. They have been silent over the last 6. Alek Thomas takes the first pitch slider strike. They scored 7 runs in getting swept by the Astros. Soft ground ball up the middle. Baez will charge field. Throw across his body to first to Torkelson. Alek Thomas gets down that line in a hurry. Fine play by Javi Baez.
Build this for them and spend the last year of coming up with this concept and getting it off the ground and getting everybody here. It just feels really good to have everybody coming and experiencing the thing that we've been working so hard on. To be able to take the experiences of Comic-Con and add that to a card show just is really fulfilling, because as somebody who grew up going to card shows and still goes to the same card show in the same church basement in Trumbull, Connecticut every month, it's great. Card shows are amazing, but to be able to add all of this experience is what makes this great.
Wow. Old school D-backs jersey. This was our alternate jersey that we wore on Saturdays. I was the first team to wear the new colors. They called it Sedona Red. Don't mess up that color. Every time I wore this jersey, I would wear the high socks, black jersey, black hat. I just thought it was a really smooth look, and this is one that I'll never forget.
This time can't get it, and neither could the fan.
Boy, that's when you don't wear flip-flops.
Caminero strikes out, and the bat gets a 7.5 on the distance. But it's stuck to the landing.
That's poked and that hits the umpire. The ball is in play, and it's a base hit for Frazier.
Roberto Ortiz did what he could to try and get out of the way, couldn't.
Took the wrong direction.
He just didn't know which way to go.
Get Motor City Clean at Clean Express Auto Wash and wash anywhere with our Wash Smart Unlimited membership, the official car wash of the Detroit Tigers.
Jemai Jones leads off for the Tigers. We're in the 5th inning. 4-0 Tigers, first of a 3-game series with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Jemai Jones swings at a cutter from Eduardo Rodriguez, taps it softly foul, kicks off to the left hand. Dickerson, Bobby Scales got to have you long. Turned into a very pleasant evening. Rains moved through, cooled it off a little bit. Pretty steamy day in Detroit. Tim Jetski and Jenny Hornatsky are engineers for game 1 of this series, swinging a soft tap foul. Jones behind 0-2, a walk. Bounce into a force. Jemai Jones, in his limited at-bats, showing pretty good plate discipline. Guy who just hasn't had many at-bats in the major leagues, the 0-2 away. Parts of 4 different seasons coming into this season with 4 different teams. The strange season with New York last year where he was up for 4 months and got 40 plate appearances. The 1-2, swinging a foul out of play, which makes what he's doing this year, I think, all the more remarkable. But he drew on 7 walks, his 140 plate appearances in the major leagues, and his walk last time up was his 7th this season, in just his 68th plate appearance. The 1-2, swing and a miss, good changeup. Jemai Jones strikes out. Walks and strikeouts tell a story, and he's shown good plate discipline. He's shown aggressiveness at the plate when he needs to be aggressive. It's that balance that hitters are always looking for.
Especially doing the jobs he's been asked to do. Either start against left-handed pitching where you have to show a little bit more patience, or come off the bench and you got to be ready for the first inning smoking. He struck that balance very well.
Torkelson takes first pitch fastball up. Pop fly single, a pop fly out. I still believe this is a good matchup.
It is. It is a good matchup.
More Torkelson.
Yep.
4 runs on 7 hits for the Tigers. No runs, 3 hits for Arizona. Ground ball foul between Joey Cora and that third baseline. 23 home runs, 62 RBIs. If you missed it the other day, we were totaling up the home runs for Torque because we've been impressed by how he's hitting it against all kinds of pitches. The 1-1, swinging a foul back. And it was, at the time, 23 home runs. That's where it was now. When he hit his 23rd, it was 8 home runs against the 4-seam fastball, 4 against the sinker, 5 against the slider, 5 home runs against the changeup. He is an equal opportunity pitch destroyer. Changeup down, 2-2 on Torque.
The best part of that is you're covering a wide variety of velocities and shapes, and you only do that if you're in the middle of the field with your approach and you're thinking, let me hit a line drive to center field somewhere. Then the velocity and the shape will tell you where to hit it.
Swing and a miss on a changeup away. That changeup was not an effective pitch early. He has really started to dial in, and that's when we see Eduardo Rodriguez at his best.
Yeah, I was going to remark at the end of the Jemai Jones at-bat that changeup that he swung over top of was the best one he'd thrown tonight. Well, he just topped it because the one he threw to Torque right there had plenty of sink and fade away from the right-handed hitting Spencer Torkelson.
So he struck out 3 of the last 5 batters. Shot foul down the right field line out the bat of Riley Green. 3 of the last 5, all swinging. Those are his only 3 strikeouts of the night. Through 17 batters, had been a lot of contact and a lot of falling behind hitters. Now he's starting to work ahead. Green is grounded out to second base, hit a fly ball to center. 4-0 Tigers are in the fifth. The strike one. Fastball squarely on the outer third for a called strike. Pitch counts are brought to you every game by Rocket Mortgage. On the Dream, 57 pitches for Troy Melton through 5. The 0-2, swing and a miss. Slider wipes out Riley Green, and Eduardo Rodriguez had 1 strikeout through 4, strikes out the side. In the fifth, 2 on changeups, 1 on a slider.
They flip with the glove. That was not a good idea.
All he needed to do was try to get the lead guy by giving him a nice easy feed.
No, stay on your feet. No.
I thought he was going to stay on his feet.
Uh-oh. The Goose did not know that the game was starting. Maybe the Goose thought it was 6:45 first pitch time.
Oh, man, off the glove and off the dome. He's saying, oh, man, what happened? It's a moment that he'll never forget, and that'll be on the blooper everywhere.
Here we are, Arlington, Texas. This is the Grand Slam burger. So 2 patties, brisket, caramelized onion, American cheese, ranch aioli or ranch mayo, if you will.
Oh yeah, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
It's something that you definitely want to take a picture of and just put on the gram. I took a bite of it, but it still looks dope.
It's a burger that looks great, but also delicious.
Detroit.
Sixth inning today, brought to you by the Jack Demmer Automotive Group. Go in and experience the Demmer difference. Jose Herrera takes a first pitch fastball just above the knees for a called strike. Left-handed batter waiting the strike one. Fastball strike. It's worth repeating that low pitch count for Troy Melton. 57 pitches through 5. Average pitch count would be right around 80. And in his major league debut, he was at 90 pitches through 5. The 0-2, check swing. Did he go? He absolutely did. Slider wipes out Jose Herrera. On 3 pitches, he strikes out to start the 6th inning.
Yeah, good stuff here from Troy Melton. Again, we talked about the fastball down. It's important to establish that fastball down, even if you have a good fastball that can ride the top of the zone, because then you can do exactly what he just did. Throw that strike the ball slider and get him to chase below the zone.
Gets the switch hitter Herrera out, now facing the lefty Carroll. Corbin Carroll takes first pitch away, ball 1. And it's not just 57 pitches. Through 5, it was 57 pitches, 42 strikes. Swinging a foul back to the screen. 1-0 cutter at the belt. I like the action on that cutter.
There's a little depth to it. It's interesting. It's not quite a slider, and it's not his four-seam fastball. We talked about it. His four-seam fastball has some cutting action to it, but there's just a touch of depth to it that gives it another little dimension.
1-1. Fastball up at 96. So now he's cruising at 96. His average fastball through 5 was over 97. Average fastball up to 99. Carroll waiting on the 2-1. Dangerous hitter. Hold the splitter. Low and in. Carroll hitting 244, but not all 244s are created equal. 244, he draws a lot of walks. It's a lot of extra base power. 52 of his 88 hits have been for extra bases. 3-1. Swinging a fly ball to left field on the run. Riley Green came in. Now he goes back. He'll track it, and he will settle under it and make the catch. That's a fine adjustment. Riley misread it, came in, realized he had to go back, And he got there in plenty of time to make the catch. Fair ball for out number 2.
Yeah, difficult play down there in that corner. Not a lot of foul ground. Just fair like you described, Dan. Had to adjust his route, put it in his back pocket, made it look easy. That's not an easy play.
2 outs, base is empty. 3 base runners. Melton has faced 2 batters over the minimum because of a strike him out, throw him out. Ground ball, base hit into right field. Tel Marte singles past a diving Gleyber Torres into right. His second hit of the game. Let's pause for station identification. This is the Detroit Tigers Radio Network. Brings up Geraldo Perdomo, first pitch slider on the back door for a called strike. Perdomo, routine fly to left, deep fly to left. Roddy Green made a nice play because he was running back, looking into the sun, was on the track by the time he made the catch, moving toward left center. And Ibanez in tight at third, right up to the edge of the cutout. Right up to the edge of the grass, to the right of the cutout. Perdomo takes a pitch high and away. One of the switch hitters in this lineup for manager Torey Lovello. Baez shades up the middle. Torres almost straight up at second base. The 1-1. Cutter grabs the back door for a called strike. 1-2. Check some scores in the 1-800-CALL SAM Studios scoreboard. Tigers started the day after all the struggles, losing 12-13. They win yesterday, and they are back to an 8-game lead over Cleveland, which is kind of amazing because in that time, Cleveland had won 11 of 13 before losing 2 out of 3 to Kansas City. Cleveland, Colorado in a rain delay right now. The 1-2 line drive foul down by the tarp. On the first base line, Tampa Bay and the Yankees. Boy, the Yankees are banged up. They've got Aaron Judge on the IL, and that's a blow.
That's one of, if not the best player in the game.
It's more than a blow. What would be the next level?
I don't know. That's
devastating.
That's DEFCON 5 over there.
2-2, Yankees and Tampa in the third inning in New York. The 1-2, soft tap foul down the first base line. Perdomo went down, got a pretty good slider, and just tapped it weakly down the first base line. Baltimore leading Toronto 6-4. Toronto, after their loss to the Tigers yesterday, their lead cut to 5.5 over the Yankees. Dodgers continue to struggle. They've lost 10 of 15. The 1-1 with Cincinnati in the bottom of the third. The 1-2. Fastball 97. It's just been coming out with life tonight, all night long.
Real life, good ride, and a little cut action at the top of the zone. Again, not a big spin rate guy. That extension and that short arm stroke is why it gets on you. Up in the zone, down in the zone, good breaking ball.
The 2-2, swing and a miss, got him with the cutter away. 5th strikeout ends the 6th inning for Troy Melton. Man, has he been strong. He shut out one of the most powerful offenses in the National League through 6. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, 4-0 Tigers. This is the home of Detroit Tigers baseball, presented by Meyer.
You prefer to stick to your signature moves, Capricorn, because you don't want anything preventing you from making it to the postseason. But trying out a new technique or adding a new workout to your regimen could give you the results that you never saw coming. Letting yourself flow with the changing tides will have you playing better than ever.
Wow. Old school D-backs jersey. This was our alternate jersey that we wore on Saturdays. I was the first team to wear the new colors. They called it Sedona.
Innovate every year to protect our environment while providing food, fuel, and fiber. Find out more at MICorn.
Inning better be ready when Andy Ibanez is at the plate. Hit the first pitch of the fourth inning out for a home run, 1-0, change up away. It's worth repeating some of those numbers down at AAA after really some struggles. 10 walks, 11 strikeouts while hitting .313 his last 13 games, covering over 50 trips to the plate. 2-0 changeup just grabs the outside corner for a called strike. He has come back with a bang. Line drive double, home run off of Eduardo Rodriguez. The 2-1, swing and a foul. That's the key pitch for Rodriguez, that cutter in. An equalizer for him, but again, just so hittable this year. 870 opponents on base plus slugging. The 2-2. Soft ground ball fouled on the third base line. Curveball away. So Andy Ibanez is going to take the most of this opportunity. He's going to feel kind of the same Andy Ibanez role, but the other thing about him, Andy, the Tigers love his defense.
Yes, they do.
At third base, at second base. He's going to smother every ground ball to the hole. It will not get by you.
He will tackle it if he has to.
Tackle it. I love that description. The 2-2 got him. Fastball right at the knees, on the black and in. Ibanez takes a called third strike. 4 strikeouts in a row for Eduardo Rodriguez after a very shaky start to this game after the Ibanez home run. He was falling behind, lots of base runners. Now he's just given up the Vierling double in the fourth inning. Retired 5 in a row. Struck out 5 of the last 8 batters. Brings up Dylan Dingler. First pitch, cutter on the back door. This is a much sharper Eduardo Rodriguez over the last 6-8 batters. Dingler's had 2 pop flies into center that have dropped. Change up away. Rodriguez has gotten a lot of those tonight. Soft fly balls, pop-ups. He's been victimized by, 3 of those pop-ups that have dropped. Arguably, all of them should have been caught. The 1-1. Swing and foul off the end of the bat. This is starting to look like the guy the Tigers were watching 2 years ago.
Oh, I was just getting ready to say that, Dan. And the way he just got out Andy Ibanez with that 2-seamer fastball, that comeback heater in after he uses the changeup down and the cutter on the previous 2 pitches, that was textbook. And like you said, this changeup and the way he's going into right-handed hitters is what we've seen before.
1-2, fly ball, left field off the bat of Dingler. Deep, Gurriel Jr. looking up. Gone! Ninth home run of the year for Dylan Dingler. 5-0 Tigers in the 6th.
Dylan Dingler got a slider that was in. Herrera wanted it down and in. Perhaps back foot. It wasn't close. Dylan Dingler got a slider he could handle and hits it into the bullpen. Good look at it on our FanDuel Sports monitor. It was right down there in the sweet spot. And Dylan got enough of it to get it over the fence.
5-0 Tigers in the 6th. Wenzel Perez swinging a tap foul. Cutter in. Ibanez with a home run. Dingler with a home run. Both to the same spot into that Tigers bullpen in left. Nice to see the offense break out the last 2 days. Soft ground ball to short. Perdomo will charge, get around it, flip it over to English at first for the second out. Let's think about that rally yesterday, Bobby. The 7-run, 8th inning, 6 consecutive batters reach, 4 RBI hits, all with 2 outs. It just feels like that did a world of good for the Tigers offense.
It did 2 things. Number one, yes, in total, but you have the 2-out base hits, the 2-out RBIs. You love those. And then just the track meet that was on the bases. First to third, Parker Meadows going from first to home on that ball that was hit in the corner.
Baez takes a changeup strike.
That's Tiger baseball. It's Tiger offensive baseball. That's what the style of play we've grown to love with this team here in 25.
The strike 1 in the dirt. It's just like, oh yeah, this is what we do.
This is what it looks like. But again, it's all predicated on finding a way to get on base. You can't do that unless you're getting hits.
Base runners.
There's no traffic.
For 9 games, really. The 1-1. Baez swings. It's a fly ball to center, fairly deep, but Thomas goes back now in, makes the catch. Baez flies out. Dingler adds to the lead. 9th home run of the year. We head to the 7th inning. 5-0 Tigers after 6 on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meijer.
If you're looking for what is it about baseball cards that make them so special? Why do you enjoy doing that?
Well, the biggest thing is I started collecting when I was a kid. O-Pee-Chee was a Canadian hockey league, and then the Canadian football. But I didn't start in the U.S. until I had signed professionally as a ball player. And when I got my first rookie card, and I've got it here with me.
Let's take a peek at that.
1966 with Billy Sorrell.
They flip with the glove. That was not a good idea.
All he needed to do was try to get the lead guy by giving him a nice easy feed.
No, stay on your feet. No. I thought he was going to stay on his feet.
The Goose did not know that the game was starting. Maybe the Goose thought it was 6:45 first pitch time.
Oh, man, off the glove and off the dome. He's saying, oh, man, what happened? It's a moment that he'll never forget, and that'll be on the blooper everywhere.
Seventh inning is brought to you by Verizon, the #1 network in Detroit. Eugenio Suarez at the plate. They call him Gino. Up and in. I like saying Eugenio so much that I've never heard that. Maybe I just haven't been listening. But Gino is what he goes by. Think he'll be traded, Bobby? Ground ball deep third, fielded by Ibanez. Along the line, long throw, bounced, and it's off the glove of Torkelson. That was a short hop, kind of an in-between hop. Torque scoops that ball so well if it's the short hop. And that'll be a single for Suarez.
Yeah, usually you would like to see Torque stick that glove out and present it a little bit further out away from him. It was kind of behind him a touch. Look, more often than not, Torque comes up with that ball. Yeah, he does. So
Truly is one of the best.
You get spoiled a little bit. You just expect him to get them all.
Every single one.
You're like, oh, man, he should have made that. Wait, he gets most of them.
That one that he made with Baez on the throw the other day was something to behold against Toronto. Del Castillo at the plate. Cutter misses away. The pitch count was at 72-6, and that's why Troy Melton is back on the mound for the 7th. It has been a terrific start. This Diamondbacks team is good home and road. Slider on the back door for a called strike. Their home ballpark is one of the best run-scoring ballparks in all of baseball. Just behind, well, Colorado's way out there. They're by far
the
outlier.
Best. Throw them out, right?
But in terms of the next group, Chase Field is right there for run scoring. Swinging a foul back to the screen. Creases doubles, triples, not home runs necessarily, a tick below average for that, but kind of like Colorado. Colorado's not a huge home run ballpark. It's just the outfield expanses are so big that doubles, triples, singles are flying everywhere. But Arizona's about the same team home and road. Swinging a pop-up foul from shadow up into sunshine and down into shadow below us. Del Castillo, left-handed batter, stays behind 1 ball, 2 strikes. A lot of times you'll see teams that have that offensive, if you will, home ballpark, hitter-friendly home ballpark, have big home road splits, but this Arizona team has hit at home, they've hit on the road. The run scoring is just about the same. The 1-2. Cutter just missed away. I like his misses tonight with the slider and cutter.
They've been useful misses. Misses, not the big, high arm side or the glove side yank or just non-competitive pitches. And even some of these misses, you can use the miss to set up what you're trying to do.
2-2. Splitter just misses.
That's a perfect example of
those are good takes.
It is. Those are great takes. But that's a perfect example of what I just said, that the slider was away in the same spot. He's going to throw another off-speed pitch in the same location. Just a really good take by Castillo.
It's a disciplined hitter coming up from the minor leagues. The 3-2 ground ball foul down the first base line. This is a rare long at-bat for a Diamondbacks batter. English saw a 3-ball count in the second inning. Carroll saw a 3-ball count in the sixth. Unofficially on my scorecard, until now, those are the only 2 3-ball counts. This is batter number 23. Left-handed batter, open stance, sinks down into his legs. The 3-2 swinging a ground ball to second base. Torres, underhand flip to Baez, guns it back to first. 4-6-3 double play. Boy, Javi Baez let it rip.
A little bit of a slow developing play. Big hops out to Torres at second base. And Javi had to let it eat, getting it over there. Didn't get it with as much time. Eugenio Suarez was right on top of Javi. He let it go. That's a strong arm.
Base is empty, 2 outs. Pitch counted 83. Fastball perfect at the knees, down and away to Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Hardest working player brought to you every game by Carhartt. Proud to support Detroit Tigers baseball. The hardworking people who make it possible. This goes to our starting pitcher, Troy Melton. This has been tremendous. Fastball perfect in the strike zone. Doesn't get the call, my goodness. Squarely inside. Very upright stance for Gurriel Jr. Hands close to the right shoulder as he cocks the bat over at the 1-1. Slider away. No walks, 5 strikeouts. The pitch mix has been impressive. 6 different pitches for Troy Melton. Lots of fastballs and sliders, but he's mixed in quite a few cutters with the occasional splitter, sinker, curveball. First base side of the rubber, the 2-1, swinging a high fly ball center field. Fielding to the left center field gap, will camp under it and make the catch. What a night for Troy Melton. 7 shutout innings against one of the best offenses in baseball. 7th inning stretch time. Huge ovation as he leaves the field. 7th inning stretch brought to you by DTE. Manage your energy use and save. Go to DTEnergy.com/save energy.
We play in Toronto. Guerrero sends over some good stuff for the guys, so when we play in Toronto, I definitely dive into that.
You gotta be careful with Vladdy, bro, because a Dominican breakfast will put you to sleep, bro. ¿Cómo está sonando la comida dominicana ya?
La comida dominicana ya no sé cómo está sonando, porque obviamente mi esposa me cocina. O sea, hay restaurantes, pero no voy a comer comida latina.
It's a great moment. Troy Melton going down the dugout steps, crowd on its feet, cheering him into the dugout. Not just a handshake from his manager, A.J. Hinch. Big hug, too.
Yeah, absolutely. He deserves it. Earned it.
Kendall Graveman, injury-shortened season, one-time dynamite, late-inning leverage guy, has not pitched a whole lot the last 2 years, and it's been a struggle so far this year. Just 12 innings, though. 1-1, swing and a miss, curveball down. 1-2, Matt Vierling at the plate. Torres Jones to follow here in the 7th inning.
Yeah, Graveman out there. 4-pitch mix, both fastballs, 2 and 4 seams, slider, changeup. That sinker-slider combination is what he goes to most often.
The 1-2. Fastball got him at the knees at 95 for a called strike. Back injury, hip injury, missed all of last year. If Kendall Graveman, he's only pitched 12 innings. Again, this is a guy with a pretty solid track record, 2021, 2022, 2023, and it seems like he would always get traded at the trade deadline, too.
Yeah, that's right.
Because he was a reliable big arm at the back end of a bullpen. Gleyber Torres swings and misses at 95 away.
You look at his strikeouts to innings pitched, they're always around 1. That's what you want to see for a reliever when those years when he was good and healthy.
Strike 1, line drive, base hit over Perdomo at short. Slider hung up, and Torres lines a single into left field. Tigers made a trade today after the Olsen injury news. There are some pitchers coming back. Don't forget about Jose Urquidy. Cole Keith will pinch hit for Jahmai Jones. Urquidy is making his way back, the former Astros pitcher from Tommy John. I think we're going to see him in the not-too-distant future, Bobby.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Might be out of the bullpen.
The way things are tracking, absolutely.
But the Tigers did pick up Chris Paddock. If you look at his numbers, you go, well, his ERAs are consistently high. Changeup away. Tigers feel like there is still upside, and I think there is reason to think there is. Now, the track record is, again, after a good rookie season, ERA around 5 ever since for San Diego from Minnesota. But until this year, it was low walks and a strikeout rate 8 to 8.5 per 9. That's pretty solid for a starting pitcher. The arm is good. The results have been wildly inconsistent, and the strikeouts are down. 2-0 tap foul, 2-1 on Cole Keith. But that's a general manager, doing the job, Bobby. You lose a starter like Reese Olson. You've gone and picked up a guy that you will immediately put into the rotation in Chris Paddock, and that's a guy that Tigers believe can help this rotation. Soft ground ball and a high chop over the mound field by Perdomo. Steps on second as he fields. Flips it over to first. And just like that, the inning comes to an end. Unassisted 6-3 double play. We played 7, 5-0 Tigers on the Detroit Tigers Radio Network, presented by Meyer.
We know what you love.
The 8th inning pitching change brought to you by Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Opponent pitching changes this year brought to you by Primitive Performance. Stay in the game with Primitive Performance and their fast-acting CBD topical cream. Bottom third of the order. This is an arm the Tigers need to get back on track. And it's only 2 outings, but after what we saw before that, Bobby, it's the start of something you've got to believe, given what we saw through the first 3 months for Tommy Kahnle.
And listen, there's going to be ups and downs throughout the season. times where you got to tweak the arsenal or tweak something that you're doing, and it looks like that Tommy Kahnle has made that adjustment and is back to being the guy that we've seen previously this year.
What we're watching always is the movement on the changeup.
Right.
Tristan English takes a changeup in. And for those tough stretches, and it was 6-7 appearances where he gave up 14 runs in 2 innings work. That's a tough stretch, changeup strike. But it just felt like the changeup wasn't moving like we had seen it earlier. He can make it do different things. We talked about it all year. He throws it 85% of the time, and it was just sitting in the middle of the strike zone.
Right, and as much as he throws it, it just ends up being a bad fastball, so that doesn't work. The movement is the key with his changeup.
The 1-1. Swinging a foul out of play. 3. He's moved it in, up, away. Tristan English fouls it out of play, 0 for 2 against the starter Troy Melton. We're seeing his mom and dad interviewed by Daniela Bruce on our FanDuel monitor. You can't wipe those smiles off their faces.
You never will.
I love it. Big, big smiles. That's one of the best starts we've seen by a Tigers rookie pitcher. Fastball low and away. 7 innings with that kind of stuff.
Hey, that's the thing that I'm excited about. It's a power fastball. Again, short stroke. You don't get a great look at it. It's on top of you. Great extension. Moved it all around the zone. Breaking ball he can throw for a strike and below.
2-2. Fly ball left center field deep. Roddy Green tracking it toward the left center field gap. Makes the catch shy of the warning track. Tristan English has some pop. Drives it deep. Caught by Riley Green. 1 up, 1 down, 8th inning. That final line for Melton. Brought to you by Figer Law. All they do is win. He went 7 innings and needed just 87 pitches. Barely 12 an inning, which is a really not, that's just efficient. No runs on 5 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts. And again, with that pitch mix, lots of sliders, cutters, fastballs. Changeup just misses to Alec Thomas. Appeal to third. And he did go. Chris Siegel goes up with the right hand. His average fastball tonight ended up at 95, but through the first 5 innings, it was at 97 average fastball. Got quite a few swings and misses off of that. Line drive to right field. That one's deep. Perez going back, looking up, and it's gone. A home run. Alec Thomas hits his 6th of the year. Diamondbacks get on the board. Tigers lead cut to 5-1.
Well, listen, this thing ain't over yet. It's a potent offense in that first base dugout. 3rd in National League in runs scored, 3rd in homers. They can change the scoreboard in a hurry.
They can. With the Cubs and Dodgers, they've got the best power numbers in the National League. Quickest, best way to look at that. Isolated power. It's just the extra base component of slugging percentage. Just think league average, 155, 160. A little higher in the National League. They're at 190 as a team. That's a big number. Doubles, home runs, and they hit them at home and they hit them on the road. Jose Herrera, switch hitter, takes a pitch up and away, ball 1. 1.77 ERA for Tommy Kahnle coming into this month. Swing and a miss. That's the changeup we've been missing. Diving down and away from the lefty in this at-bat, Jose Herrera. And I think he might have hurt himself on the swing. He is walking outside that left-handed batter's box a little gingerly.
He definitely has some discomfort. Not sure what it is. But Dan, one more note on that Diamondback offense. You're right. This the homers and doubles, but those triples too. Corbin Carroll has 13 triples to go with his 18 doubles and 21 homers.
The 1-1. Fastball up and in. A rare fastball. 94, 2-1. Now that home ballpark produces that, but
it does.
These guys' numbers are not built just on their home ballpark, their production in their home ballpark. 2-1. Change up away, 3-1. 2 scoreless outings in a row for Tommy Kahnle before giving up the home run tonight. And important for him to start to stack the good outings on top of each other. Tigers need Tommy Kahnle at the back end. 3-1, swing and a miss. Good. Change up action down below the knees.
That's the best one he's thrown tonight. That ball looked like a fastball right down the middle. Strike the ball, tumbles out of the zone.
From the stretch, 3-2, swing and a miss. Got him with a changeup. Field Foods, better care, better pork. This copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Detroit Tigers may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Detroit Tigers. Change-up low to Corbin Carroll, 1 for 3 tonight. All the hits through the first 7 innings, all the hits against Troy Melton were singles. And he did not allow a base runner past first base after Carroll reached second on a bounce out in the first inning, was stranded there. The next 4 base runners reached, never advanced past first, 1 cut down attempting to steal. What an impressive night for Troy Melton. 2-0, changeup misses away, 3-0 on Carroll. You do not want to give free passes away heading into this part of the order. Ketel Marte, powerful Ketel Marte, waiting on deck. 3-0 outside. He walked him on 4 pitches. That was the problem in that stretch of 7 appearances. Tommy Kahnle gave up 14 runs on 13 hits plus 6 walks in 3 1/3 innings of work. Dylan Dingler on his way to the mound. So is Chris Fetter. Let's check some scores from the 1-800-CALL-SAM studio scoreboard. Baltimore leading Toronto 9-4. That game's in the bottom of the 5th inning in Baltimore. Again, the lead for Toronto, 5.5 over the Yankees, 6.5 over Boston in the East. For Toronto, Dodgers 3-1 over Cincinnati. That game's in the bottom of the 5th inning, so the Dodgers having lost 10 of 15. Their lead is down to 4 over San Diego, but San Diego's just never been able to get on that hot streak.
No,
they keep
they
waiting
haven't.
for that.
All year long, they haven't.
They're kind of in that 4 to 8 games above 500.
And listen, when the Dodgers lose 10 out of 15, that's the time where you got to take advantage.
You better be a little
go get them
closer.
right now. That's right.
Because if you don't catch them now, you're not going to catch them. Dodgers 61-45 going into play today. It is fascinating. Every team that was off to a hot start. So Toronto is now the hot team. Every other team, the Yankees, the Phillies, the Mets, the Dodgers, Houston now.
Houston is leaking oil.
Duet signing. Must be a current lessee of a 2020 model year or newer Buick or GMC vehicle through GM Financial for at least 30 days prior to the new vehicle sale. Tax, title, license, dealer fees extra. No security deposit required. Mileage charge of 25 cents a mile over 20,000 miles. At participating dealers only. Residency restrictions apply. Visit GMCOfferInfo.com for details.
You know, we like to stay on topic here, but Squirrel.
What? Where?
Squirrel.
Where?
Oh, no.
How about that? That went right up into the batter's eye, into the camera position. How about that?
Whoa, that one will fall into the White Sox dugout.
Well, it looks like he's still aggravated about being traded away. She's so excited she just threw it back. That was off the ledge, too. We can't get that down.
How do you get out, though? That's the problem. There's no exit.
All right, Ryan, PSA dove in. Do we have them graded?
We do. This is the first set of graded cards from the 2024 Topps MLB Network set.
I'm so excited about this.
Yeah.
Now, they all have the same grade, or?
No.
So
Yes,
one
sir.
of us will be like the highest graded card.
Could be. There could be multiple. So first up, we got Mark DeRosa.
Let's see what D-Rose. Of course, D-Rose a 10 out of 10. Handsome, athletic. All right.
Do you guys make your own brisket here?
Yes, we do. We are known by our brisket.
Barbecue brisket sandwich. Quality is better than other places and it looks good. We're ready to eat.
We go to an average 500 briskets per game. We hear a lot from our fans. They want to try something with wrap, easy to eat. So we say, well, let's do like a, brisket, wrap, and an egg roll.
That's beautiful. You get the gold medal for culinary brisketry here in Texas.
Yes.
Drive-through for all
97,
your
98,
needs.
99 with a
Call
fastball.
248.
And they fall to 51 and 56, a season high, 5 games below the 500 mark. Tigers will try to make it 3 straight wins, 2 straight over the Diamondbacks on Tuesday night.
Can't have access to
eyes on the
quality
mound for the
medical care
Tigers.
without
Brendan
affordable
Fott
health
on the mound for the Diamondbacks.
At Blue Cross
It's
Blue
a
Shield
6:40
of
start run here at
Michigan, we
6:15
understand
on the
increasing
Detroit
health
Tigers
insurance
Radio Network.
costs are becoming more of a strain on the budgets of the businesses and people we serve. Affordability matters. It affects real families, real decisions, and real care. That's why at Blue Cross we're dedicated to finding solutions. To learn about this critical issue in our